Hey, everybody. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if you're new here. And thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Sunday. And I've got the Rebel deck. We're going to get our topic for today. And we have some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. You know, we've talked about beliefs, and we don't realize on an energetic level how much our beliefs affect our energy and what we allow into our reality based on that. Because if we don't believe that something is possible, we're not open to seeing it happen. And so, even if it's trying to come into our world, we're blocking it out because it's not here as a possibility. And it is so basic, and yet it's not as simple as it sounds. A belief is just a thought we continue to think. Now, the problem lies in that the beliefs are programmed into our subconscious mind, and it's almost like a default. Because if I were to say to you that you're going to be rich, well, at first you're excited, and then you look around you and go, really? How's that going to happen? You just blocked it. But it's your money beliefs that would cause that to rise up, and you're like, really? How? Instead of like, well, great. How can I make that happen? And it's that difference in when we look around our reality, we see that and accept that as what is. And that can shape our beliefs about what's possible. And it really can be very limiting. And when we step back for a minute, what you see around you right now is what every past decision that you have made has created for your reality. So if you want something different going forward, if you want that good shit to happen, we have to believe it's possible. That means that the decisions we make today shape the future that we're going to live in. And so the more we can learn about having the positive anticipation about the possibilities that can come into our reality, keeping our mind open to seeing the opportunities as they present themselves, the more we can make different decisions to change our future outcomes. And it amazes me just watching the people around me who say, man, I really want to get in shape. And then they go sit on the couch and eat a bag of chips and watch TV, go to bed. Is that what you've been doing up to this point? Because if you really want to get in shape, that's not working. And we get in patterns of behaviors that are comfortable, and change requires discomfort. But do you want a different outcome or not? When you watch people make the same choices over and over and over, they bitch about their situation, and it's like, and how exactly do you expect that to change? When they say, I really want to get some extra money so I can build a savings account. I want to have a financial cushion so that I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. And the next thing they say is, look, I bought a new car. That's counterintuitive. So you want to save money, but you just tied yourself to a 5-year payment. Okay. Uh, what? Do you see where I'm coming from? And I think this is where we really fuck up the good shit that's about to happen with our issues. Our repeating patterns of behavior dictate our future outcomes. So if we want to have different future outcomes and we want good shit to happen, we've got to change the shit that we do, or we're going to have the same outcome. And I get it. Change is uncomfortable. And we do get into our comfort zones, and we get into routines that are not bringing us the outcomes we want. So in order to get the outcome we want, we have to look at, okay, what is my goal? Say it's building a financial cushion. So, right now, where you are right now in this moment, look at, really look at, make a budget. Don't just pull up your bank account on your phone and see what's processed and what hasn't and what you've got in the bank. Make a plan, an actual plan. Because until we invest ourselves in looking at our current behavior that's producing the outcomes we don't want, looking at where we can change that behavior to produce the outcomes we want, shit's not going to change. It doesn't work like that. Sit down, write out your income, your monthly expenses, all of them, all of them, even those stops at the coffee shop, even the little, there are apps that you can get that track your expenses, and they'll actually categorize them for you and everything. And then you can look at that and track month to month. What did I spend here? What did I spend there? Where can I trim it off? Where am I bleeding money that, like subscriptions? Or when you do the free trial for something and you forget to cancel it before it actually charges you, and then you kind of forget it's even there. Little places where money is bleeding out. And then look at, okay, so I've stopped my financial bleeds. How can I actively pull back more income that I can start putting away? And once you locate that income, start putting it away. Don't go buy the new car. Don't be like, oh, look, I've freed up $300 a month. That means that I can. No, no. Discipline yourself. And if you don't trust yourself, have it set up to automatically put that money into another account out of your paycheck or your source of income. But in order for tomorrow to look different than today, you've got to do something different today and make a change. We create habits just by repeating the same behavior. So if the behavior that you've been repeating isn't getting the results you want, change the behavior. And sometimes in order to do that, we have to really take a close look at what are my behaviors? Where am I sabotaging myself? I say I want this, but I'm doing this. If I really want this, what do I need to change in my day-to-day behavior? We've talked about small steps make a huge difference. If you want to learn about something new, set aside 10 minutes a day to read 10 pages out of a book, because by the end of the year, you'll have read 35 books. It's small changes in our behavior that create the big outcomes we desire. And so many times, it's so much easier to fall back into that pattern of behavior. Well, how bad do you want change? Don't let it get to the point where, yeah, you'd love to get in shape, but you keep coming home and eating the bag of chips and sitting on the couch until your doctor tells you that if you don't lose weight, you're going to have stents or a pacemaker. Or do you see what I'm saying? Don't let it get to the point where an outside force acts upon you to create the change that you could choose at any moment to better your situation. Because it's amazing, as uncomfortable as we feel about changing our habits and changing our routines, when you actually do that, you have such a powerful sense of accomplishment and a feeling of control over your situation, that when you're just wanting something that you're not acting for, you don't. You feel out of control. You feel like you can't change your situation, and you can. We just have to discipline ourselves and focus on the outcome. Yes, there is discomfort in this moment, but choose your discomfort. If you've ever heard the choose your hard saying, you know, relationships are hard, divorce is hard, choose your hard. Working is hard, being broke is hard, choose your hard. Personally, I feel like the outcomes on the positive side are a much better hard to deal with than the outcomes on the negative side. And so, if you want some good shit to happen, don't let your issues fuck it up. Look at the places in your life where you're not happy with the results, where you want something different, and then actually invest the energy in creating that for yourself. And if you want a good relationship, Don't keep waiting for the other person to change. Change you. What are you putting into it? What do you want to see in the relationship? And bring that to the relationship. If you want understanding, be understanding. If you want spontaneity, do some spontaneous shit. Surprise your partner. Don't wait for them to do it. If that's what you want and that's what's going to bring you happiness, anything that we desire typically is going to take an investment of energy, time, money, whatever. But if you truly desire that thing, make the commitment to yourself to make it happen. And then you'll be amazed the relief you feel just by making the commitment and starting to take action and knowing that, oh my gosh, I'm going to get what I want. Like, it is possible. I just have to discipline myself to make the correct actions to create the positive habits that are going to make it a reality. So remember, your reality around you right now is completely subject to change at your desire and your commitment to make different choices to create the outcome you want for future you. Future you will thank you. So I hope this helps, and I will talk to you soon.